What is up, everybody? It's Mr. M and I'm back today with a new video. In the background, we'll be playing the latest full length from Carnifex, Slow Death. Amazing deathcore with some blackened tendencies. And for today's video, I have this massive unboxing from Dark Descent Records. It's mostly going to be CDs. I can't remember if I ordered one or two LPs, but let's get into it. For those of you, if you're familiar with this channel, you probably know I'm from Colorado. And if you don't know, now you know. And Dark Descent Records is also from Colorado. And I really enjoy how every time I place an order with Dark Descent, it gets here within 2 days. Or sometimes I'll get even lucky with this one. It got here the day after it shipped. Alright, I'm back. I had to fix something, and then while I was at it, I cut away all the bubble wrap that they had wrapped around it so I wouldn't waste any more of your time than I already have with unboxing it. So the one record I got is Severed Monolith by Gorephilia. Excellent finished death metal with some influences of Crypt. One of the members from Crypt is in Gorephilia. Got band photo, lyrics. I also got a Morbid Angel type sound to it. I think I was hearing Covenant, maybe. But if that's not the record I'm thinking of, then it's some early Morbid Angel type stuff. But excellent record nonetheless. And I gotta love the final two tracks. Eternity, which is kind of like a piano-driven synthy type thing, followed by Crushed Under the Weight of God, which is almost 10 minutes long. Makes for a great closing of a record. And then I also got the CD version of it, since why the fuck not? Next up in this order, we got Ascended Dead with Abhorrent Manifestation. This guy is from San Diego, California. Play an extremely chaotic style of death metal, kind of in the vein of Triumvirate. That was the only band I could think of comparison-wise. But they did the same thing that Horrendous did with Ecdysis. The song Dormant Souls is entirely acoustic, so it breaks up the chaos of the record just perfectly. And then the song after it, Subconscious Barbarity, when that kicks in, it kicks you right in the back of the fucking head, back to the full chaos that the record is. Definitely an amazing record. Next up is Thantafaxith with Void masquerading as Matter. This is a black metal band from Canada, but it's black metal in a way I've never heard it before, which isn't really saying much, considering I don't listen to black metal a whole lot. It's only 4 songs, but it's around 35 minutes, so it's longer than Starspawn is. And I feel like if you like death metal, black metal, my bad, if you like black metal, I feel like you might like this. And who knows, maybe it does sound like some other band that maybe I haven't heard of yet. But from what I've listened to, and all the black metal that I have listened to, it doesn't really sound like anything I've ever heard before. Next up is Miss Anthropology by Undergang. These guys from Denmark play an extremely filthy fucking death metal. And I don't really know what else to say besides that, because there are so many other people who could put this record into words better than I can, especially since I didn't really start listening to Undergang until towards the end of last year, and this is their 4th record. So I feel like if you're into the underground death metal scene, you already fucking know these guys, and me talking about them isn't really going to do it any justice. Next up is Frontalith with Desolate Endscape. This is their debut record. These guys are also from Denmark. I believe one of the members of Undergang is in this band. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure anyway. And these guys play death metal kind of in the style of Incantation, but not Worship. It's not complete rip-off or worship of Incantation. So I also got a bit of Autopsy vibes in this as well. And then having a member of Undergang in Phrenolith as well, there's definitely sort of a Phrenolith sound to it. This record is a bit more polished than anything Undergang has done, but in saying that, this isn't like a fucking Slayer or Megadeth record or what have you, where it's just so fucking polished. It's still grimy as fuck, but not as grimy as Undergang. Next up is a band that I kind of bought on a whim because I saw them being compared to Immolation and Portal. This is Phobocosm. This is their debut record, Deprived. And then this is Bringer of Drought. This came out in 2016. Made a lot of people's year-end lists from that year. But I feel like they play more of a modern style of death metal as opposed to like ripping off old school Immolation. But I haven't really given this band a proper listen, so I can't really say anything beyond that. But for now, I'm just going to go with the words of what other people have said, and that they sound like Immolation and Portal. And if I listen to it more and I feel like it's not, then maybe in another video I'll say something about it. And then the last two records are from the same band that kind of... What the fuck? They're from the same band that kind of started this order for me. It's Craven Idol. This is their debut record, Towards Eschaton. They play black and thrash metal from the United Kingdom. And then you got Shackles of Mammon, their second record. It came out last year. I wish I had gotten this one on vinyl, because then I would have gotten the full album cover, which that's the full album cover. It looks fucking amazing. But I think like Destroyer 666 might be a good comparison. Another band called Scythian or Scythian, which put out, I think the last record they put out was on Hell's Headbangers. They feature a member of Craven Idol in that band as well, and that's a great comparison as well. And the first record is more of like straight up black and thrash, and then the second record is more of thrash metal approach, but there's still plenty of blackened elements to it as well. So if you're a fan of like Destroyer 666, if you listen to Scythian, which I highly recommend them because they're incredible, or I think Aura Noir, I think that is another band that I could draw a comparison to, and a lot of other people are drawing comparison to them as well. So if you're a fan of those bands, fucking check out Craven Idol. And if you're a fan of thrash metal too, fucking check it out as well. And that concludes my unboxing of this Dark Descent Records from Dark Descent Records. I'll leave links, or try to leave links, to everything down below so you can listen to it if you haven't yet, because I know Dark Descent Records it was a hell of a year for them. They just kept putting out amazing record after amazing record last year. So I wouldn't be surprised if most of you have already listened to at least the majority of what I bought here. But anyway, thank you for watching. Thanks for liking and subscribing. Means quite a lot, and I will see you in my next video. Peace.